Hello everybody, welcome to episode 5 here of the Tamagotchi Afterlife series. So first off, let's show off the DEVILGOTCHI because he has the most interesting thing today. He has evolved into this little form. He's a little ghost with little horns on him and stuff like that. I love him. Especially his sleeping animation. I don't know if I'll get to share that today, but he has a really cool sleeping animation. Overall, he's doing pretty good. His DP is raised a bit, so I did kind of miss out on a few things. So that's my fault there, and of course, I got a bunch of camera mistakes yesterday. So back to trying to lower it down and stuff like that again. So today, this guy's been calling out a lot today. Like, the past few days he hasn't been calling out too much. But man, once it hit this stage, it actually started to become a struggle to keep up with his little call-out events. Like, he kept doing it every, few minutes, and then, now you have to pay attention to his animations, because, sometimes he's trying to be a bit devious and stuff like that, and get away with things. So you have to sit there and watch his animations. He can fake the little, heart icon thing or whatever. He can fake that he's empty on bars or whatever. Which I found that out, and I was like, that's the thing. So, it's been a whole process today. DEVILGOTCHI is very interesting, though. It's getting to that point now where it's wow, seeing some of the little features and stuff of this dice, it's been very interesting to see that. And I've been trying to see if I could catch more of the demons at night or whatever, because it's for the nightly events. That's also very hard to do. The events go by super quickly, and it's just very hard to pay attention to it a lot of the times. Because there's so much that goes on in this device, it kind of shocks me. Because so far with my classic experience of Tamagotchis, it's pretty much only been the Angel and the P1 and P2, which these guys are very basic. They don't have much usually going on in them. And, it's very whatever. DEVILGOTCHI kind of surprised me because there's a lot going on in it. And, you just have to keep up with it, and it's just, one of those things where it's wow, this is kind of cool and interesting. It's just one of those things where it's I'm kind of shocked about how much effort was put into this sometimes. It's just whoa. It's one of those things where it's wow. Still can't justify the price point that these things usually go for, but ooh. It does make me excited to try out other classic Tamagotchis after this. Because after this series, I thought about doing another connection. Which, this series went in for a while, by the way, y'all. This is going on for, all of October, pretty much. Unless y'all want, a pendulum break, but that's pretty much the only thing I might do. Because that's the only other thing I have that's very Halloween themed. So if this does start having whatever views or whatever issues and stuff like that, then I'll easily swap over to a Pendulum version 3. But overall, been very excited about this device. I'm excited about the next generations and stuff like that too, because this is our first evolution. It took 4 days to get to this evolution. We're already done with the Angel and its evolution, so this guy will probably send to... I'll probably care for him for, tomorrow, and then after that, we'll probably send him through, the death door type thing, or whatever. Not pay attention to him, and get to that next stage. Because I want to see some of the other Tamagotchis on this device, because this guy holds a lot of interesting ones. You can also turn the Angel Gotchi into a devil. That is one of the special evolutions. And let's say if I get Chestnut Baby again, then I can sit there and turn him into a giant piece of poop. So, there's a few things I can do on this one. I'm going to try aiming for the cactus probably in the next round, because that's what I sort of want. So we'll be purposely doing camera mistakes in the next evolution process, which I'm excited for. For the DEVILGOTCHI, this one goes on for a while, so we'll be going through all the stages with this one. This one matches more of the traditional, I think, evolution timing, which is good by me. I'm okay with that. I love seeing all the stages and all the weird events and stuff like that. This one's very much been super interesting to run. And that's what I was talking about, for the next series. I totally will probably sit down and run another classic retro one or whatever, just because I've been enjoying this one so much. I've been enjoying both these very much. I've been playing a lot of the connections so much recently that I'm wow, it's so nice to sit down and, enjoy some of these random ones. Same thing happened with the Digimon series, where I really loved sitting around with some of the Digimon stuff. It's kind of nice having a bit of the simplicity, but also having some different aspects to it. The randomized stuff, and, just... There's a few things I prefer about some of the older devices. They kind of do things in a very interesting style and way. But overall, these two have been super well to me. Well, not super well. They've been a bit of pain in the butt, but overall, I'm learning. I got that nice curve back to it and everything. We didn't get to the final stage of this one because I messed up on that final day. That's my fault there. But we will sit down and actually fix that with our next run. So don't worry about that. We will get those special stages at the end. Yeah, it's pretty much kind of what we have talking about today. So I guess we'll probably see. Do we have anything I need to do on this one? That one's doing good. So I think this side we'll probably sit down and do the mini game because this one you can't give snacks to. It's that type of pain in the butt experience. It's like, ugh. Also have to give it some random things. No. I don't know why I keep trying to do this through like my through my camera lens or whatever. Through the screen. Cause like there's like this is already a bit laggy itself, so I don't know why I keep trying to do it through a process. I am kind of surprised at how oh man. I am kind of surprised at how laggy both these devices are though. I don't know if that's a thing with all the classics. Because the P1 and P2 aren't that laggy, I don't think. It's been a while since I ran them. Though I haven't even ran an original P1 or P2, so maybe that is just a thing. Maybe that is a thing. I know. The only P1 and P2 I run is the remakes, which are just straight up the original in ways. The only thing that's different is, like, background colors and stuff like that. And, oh, man. But yeah, there's some slight differences with them, but they're pretty similar to the originals in ways. I know their sizing slightly different, like, I think there's a few differences with them, but they're overall just exact duplicates with different, like, batteries. They're more convenient. They have talked about remaking the DEVILGOTCHI, I think, or that was a rumor that was going around. I don't know if it's actually legit or not. I can see if they don't go with the DEVILGOTCHI in ways. But overall, I'd be excited if they did a remake of one of these things. Because I'd love to have a different battery type. Because these older Tamagotchis use these, like... This one's not bad, because this one I've actually had to replace the screws on. But same with the DEVILGOTCHI. DEVILGOTCHI's had its screws replaced as well. You can probably see that whoever owned this before me had that struggle with the screws at some point. But both these have had their stuff replaced. But these screws are super made of, like... The original screws are made of soft metal. I don't know if any of the other ones I have near me have the original screws in them or not. Yeah, because those don't... Or these... I think they do, but they've just been cared for very well. And same with these. These might actually have replacements, to be honest, as well. Yeah, if you are buying older school Tamagotchis, make sure to replace the screws in them. Don't keep the old ones in there. Unless you know you can be super careful about it. I'd really just recommend replacing them. Just because they're very sensitive, very crappy or whatever. And same kind of goes for, the Digimon Pendulum. You can also replace the screws for the original Digimon, but I've had less issues with those than I have with Pendulum screws. Pendulum screws will just break on you. So... watch out with certain older Bandai devices. Bandai made sure to use some crappy screws for a while there. It did get fixed up by the time they reached the connection period, but, anything before the connection, you really want to sit down and, replace the replace the screws and stuff like that. Because their screw quality was not that great at the time. And that does mean, I do recommend, sitting down and, being super patient with any screws. Make sure you have the proper screwdrivers and stuff when you get the originals. Because they're just, you can easily sit there and mess it up, and you have to do a whole screw extraction. And if anyone's ever had to do that, then you know it's not fun. It is a huge pain in the butt to extract screws. But for right now, that's pretty much it for this little episode here. Because we don't have much more to talk about. Because these two are doing pretty fine. We'll keep on with both of them. We'll probably send this one to go to death's door pretty soon, because I think this one needs to, so at this point, I know I can't evolve them, so we'll probably sit down, send them, and just let them go towards, the next stage. I don't know if I've done enough days to actually sit down and, get the good ending, which I don't know about that or not. But we'll probably send him down to the end game for him, and that probably be it, because we're pretty much done with this boy. He's excited. Not really, but who knows. Because the DEVILGOTCHI was the first device to introduce the concept of 2 separate endings and stuff like that. So we'll see which ending we get pretty soon once we kill him off or whatever. I don't think I've ever gotten the bad ending, so I think I would love to sit down and actually see a bad ending on the DEVILGOTCHI. And then the DEVILGOTCHI, we still have many more evolution stages with them. This one runs off more of the original Tamagotchi timeline. This one's a very quick and simple process. This guy is very quick and easy. But that's good by me, because that means we can mess around, have some interesting updates and stuff like that throughout the series. But that's it for now. So keep on with your spooky month, and that's pretty much all I say. I'm going to sit down, probably pick up a horror movie, and watch some of that stuff. Because I bought some... Actually own a bunch. I have like a bunch of random horror movies, because I'll sit down and like buy from random places. I'll even buy bad ones, so I really sit down and will watch like any horror movie, so I'm one of those top people. I can't sit through a romance movie, but man, I could sit through like 20 horror movies in a row. Give me Terrifier and its sequels, and I can sit down with a bucket of popcorn and have a nice day. But that's it for right now. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.